Baju.
First priest. Represent the registry.
Rapayala bar Yashala bar Yahawada.
Rapayala bar Yahawada. Bar
Banyawada.
bar Yashala.
Yabashim Yabashabakata.
Yabashim Yashabrakata.
Next time you're supposed to salute to up in the front. You're supposed to Yabashim Yashabakata.
Yabashim.
Yeah. Not read the scrolls.
Okay.
Upon Yakudam, turn to face the east. This is the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. You can find it in Matthew chapter 6, verses 8 through 13. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakwika, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Hayah, Hashemayim, the thunder now, the Kham, Call, Yawan, Wasalak now, Kabawath now, Kasalak now, Kabawath now, Wala'a, Labiyan now, Banasai one, Abal, Haushah now, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Ha'ala, Hata Para, Lawalamya, Aman.
This is in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth.
As
it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
And forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
And lead us not.
Into temptation. But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
So
be it.
So be it. Prayer for the Hakak, the power in Hebrew. Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Baba Kushai.
Baba Kushai.
The thunder now.
The thunder now.
Hakak.
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 La Rapa'ah.
La Rapa'ah.
Call Makala.
Call Makala.
Wakal Marwa.
Wakal Marwa.
Hakak.
Hakak.
La Slaki. La Tahar.
La Tahar.
Hamatazarian.
Hamatazarian.
Hakak.
Hakak.
La Hakwim.
La Hakwim.
Hamathium.
Hamathium.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Al Rakwa.
Al Rakwa.
Hatama'alim.
Hatama'alim.
The Garshan.
The Garshan.
Bashim Yahushai.
Bashim Yahushai.
Tuar Aman.
Tuar Aman. This is in English. This is the Hakak, the power in the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushai.
In the name of Yahushai.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to hear.
The power to hear.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahushai.
In the name of Yahushai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Pray to bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Barak Lenau.
Barak Lenau.
Wayashal.
Wayashal.
Wahabaya.
Wayabaya.
Sapari.
Sapari.
Bashim Yahushai.
Bashim Yahushai.
Tuar Aman.
Tuar Aman. This is to bless Israel in the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushai.
In the name of Yahushai.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
In the name of Yahushai.
In the name of Yahushai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Ahaharian.
Ahaharian.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Azarian.
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 Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Warataza.
Warataza.
Ayatan.
Ayatan.
Lamwa.
Lamwa.
Bagalka.
Bagalka.
Al Yanawam.
Al Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'a.
La'a.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yashal.
Yashal.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazal.
Al Yad.
Al Yad.
Yam Yanka.
Yamika.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'a.
La'a.
Yakaka. Ka,
Yahanna,
Wara,
Wayara,
Layala,
Elayala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamaka,
Yashamarka,
McCall Rai,
McCall Ra,
Yashamal,
Yashamar,
Athnapaska,
Athnapash,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamal,
Yashamar,
Tazaatka,
Tazaalka,
Wabawaka,
Wabawaka,
Maita,
Mahita,
Why,
Why?
Aulam.
Our This is Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord.
My help cometh from the Lord,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon that right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in,
From this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Allahayim,
Allahayim,
Al-Dam Yalaka,
Adam Yalaka,
Al-Takarash,
Al-Takarash,
Wal-Tashikwa,
Wal-Tashikwa,
Oh,
Ah,
Yahanna,
Yahanna,
Awabika,
Awabika,
Yahamad Yawan,
Yahanna Yawan,
Ra'ash,
Yirash,
Al-Amaka,
Al-Amaka,
Ya Slaki, Yariyamu,
Yarayamu,
Sawara,
Sawada,
Wayata Yaitazwa,
Wayatha, Yawa Itazawa,
Al-Tazapawanika,
Altazapawanika,
Amarwa,
Amaru,
Lakua,
Lakawa,
Wanakakidam,
Wanakakida,
Magalia,
Magoya,
Wala Aya Zakar,
Wala Ayazaka,
Shamya Sha'al,
Sham Yasha'al,
Aura,
Awada,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawa Tazwa,
Nama Itazawa,
Laba,
Naba,
Yakadwa,
Yakan,
Al Yaka,
Alika,
Baryak,
Barya,
Yakarathwa,
Yakarathwa,
Ahalia,
Alahaya,
Arwan,
Adawan,
Waya Shema Alayan,
Waya Shema Alayam,
Mawa'aba,
Mawa'aba,
Wahagarian,
Wahagari,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Wa'amawan,
Wamawan,
Wa'amalak,
Wamala,
Palashat,
Palashad,
Amishabi,
Amyashabi,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gam Ashawar,
Gamashawar,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Amam,
Imam,
Hayuwa,
Hayawa,
Zarawai,
Zarawa,
Labanya Lawa,
Labani Lawa,
Salah,
Salah,
Aisha Laham,
Aisha
Kamadian,
Kamali,
Kasiyah Sara'ah,
Kasiyah Sarah,
Kayabian,
Kayabian,
Banakal,
Banakon,
Koyashwan,
Wayashwan,
Nasamadwa,
Nashamadwa,
Bayanda Ara,
Bayan the Iron,
Hayuwa,
Hayawa,
Daman,
the Ma,
Ladama,
La Dam,
Shatamu,
Shayathamu,
Nadaya Mawa,
Nadal Yabawa,
Kairab,
Kaira,
Wakazaaba,
Wakazabah,
Wakazabak,
Wakazabah,
Wakatazalmanai,
Wakazalmanai,
Call Nasayakamu,
Call Nashiyakamu,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarwa,
Amaru,
Nayarasha,
Naya Rashad,
Lanwa,
Lanawa,
Ah,
Ash,
Nawa,
Nawa,
Alahayim,
Allahaya,
Alahaya,
Allahaya,
Shatamu,
Shayathamu,
Kagalgala,
Kagala,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Sapanya Raka,
Labanya Ramka,
Kaash,
Kaash,
Sabira Yaira,
Tabara Yair,
Wakalahaba,
Wakalahab,
Talaha,
Talaha,
Haryan,
Hariyah,
Kanthar Datma,
Khan Tharadama,
Basirika,
Basa Arika,
Wabasa Wapathka,
Wabasa Wabafka,
Thablaham,
Tabalaham,
Mala'ah,
Mala'ah,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Qualawan,
Kwalawan,
Wayabakwashwa,
Wayas, Bakwashu,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yabashwa,
Yabashu,
Wayabahalwa,
Waya Bahol,
Adi,
Adi,
Wayakaparwa,
Waya Kaparu,
Wayabadwa,
Waya Abadwa,
Wayadaiwa,
Waya Da'ir,
Kaya Atha,
Kaya Atha,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Labarka,
Labaka,
Aliyawan,
Aliwan,
Al,
Al,
Call,
Ka,
Haratazah.
Ha'aratazah. All right, this is Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee,
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy people,
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
let us cut them off,
Let us cut them off
from being a nation.
from being a nation.
That the name of Yasharal
That the name of Yashala
may be no more remembered.
may be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom
The tabernacles of Edom
and the Ishmaelites
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab
of Moab
and the
and
Hagarenes,
the Hagarenes,
Jabal
Gabal
and Ammon
and Ammon
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asher is also joined with them.
Assur is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah,
Do unto them
do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kishon,
at the brook of Kishon,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They become as dung for the earth.
They become as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb
Make their nobles like Oreb
and like Zeeb.
and like Zeb.
Yeah,
Yea,
all their princes as Zabah
all their princes as Sabbath,
and as Zamunah,
and that is the moon,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
O my power,
On my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth a wood,
as the fire burneth the wood,
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempests,
So persecute them with thy tempest,
and make them afraid with thy storm.
and make them afraid with thy storms.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they might seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded
and troubled forever.
and troubled forever.
Yeah,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high
over all the earth.
of all the earth. Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and earth,
and all things living.
and all things living.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
in the name of Yahweh,
listen to us now,
listen to us now,
right now.
right now.
Send evils and curses,
Send evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction,
and punishment and destruction,
and death
and death
to the heathen
to the heathen
that speak against us,
that speak against us.
thy prophets,
Thy prophets,
the teachers,
the teachers,
the princes,
the princes,
the priests,
the priests,
the Israelite brothers,
the Israelite brothers,
and the school.
and the school.
Send evils and curses,
Send evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction,
and punishment and destruction,
and death
and death
to the heathen,
to the heathen,
and shake loose
and shake loose
the pockets of the rich of Israel
the pockets of the rich of Israel
that refuse to give to the school,
that refuse to get to the school,
force their riches
force their riches,
to enter to thy
to
sanctuary.
enter into thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses,
Send evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction,
and punishment and destruction,
and death
and death
to the Edomites
to the Edomites,
and the nations
and the nations,
and their drug
and
dealers,
their drug dealers,
court system,
the court system,
prison system,
the prison system,
Planned Parenthood,
Planned Parenthood,
all the governments of our enemies,
all the governments of our enemies,
Amalek synagogues and armies,
Amalek synagogues and armies,
Roman Catholic Church,
Roman Catholic Church,
the Pope,
the Pope,
Islam,
Islam,
Christianity,
Christianity,
Egyptology,
Egyptology,
militia,
militia,
Ku Klux Klan,
Ku Klux Klan,
Aryan Nation,
Aryan Nation,
skinheads,
skinhead,
Posse Comitatus,
Posse Comitatus,
the gay movement,
the gay movement,
the lesbian
the
movement,
lesbian movement,
spies,
spy,
workers of witchcraft,
workers of witchcraft,
NASA space program,
NASA space program,
Army,
Army,
Navy,
Navy,
Air Force,
Air Force,
Marines,
Marines,
Wall Street,
Wall Street,
open up the internet
open up the internet,
and the airways,
and the airway,
cable access channels,
the cable access channel,
and the radio channels.
and the radio channels.
Convict the spirit
Convict the spirit
of any of thy people
of any of our people
that seek to stop us
that seek to stop us
and bring swift death
and bring swift death
to all the heathens
to all the heathen
that stand in the way
that stand in the way
or try to stop
or
us
try to stop us
from broadcasting your words
from broadcasting your word
throughout the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the terrorists.
Let loose all the terrorists.
Cause them to go to and fro
Cause them to go to and fro
through the earth and destroy.
to the earth and destroy.
Cause the terrorists
Cause the terrorists
to come against America
to come against America
and destroy them in their strongholds.
and destroy them in their stronghold.
Let America shake at the hands of the terrorists.
Let America shake at the hands of the terrorists.
Let Yahweh Shai,
Let Yahweh shout.
Michael and Gabriel
Michael and Gabriel
come down with the flying saucers
come down with the flying saucer
and kill
and kill
all the heathens
all the heathen
that come up against
that
us
come up against us
as we speak thy word.
as we speak thy word.
Cause it to be known by all
Cause it to be known by all
that is the angels that have done it.
that is the angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread through the media
Cause it to be spread through the media
throughout the whole world.
throughout the whole world.
Cause it to shake at thy coming.
Cause it to shake out that coming.
In the name of Yahweh Shai,
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
So to the front. Yeshabia, be seated. Welcome back. This is the I.S.U.P.K, the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge, established in 1969, 1 West on the 25th Street, Harlem, New York. We are led by Commander General Yahanna. This is I.S.U.P.K Milwaukee Sabbath service class. So we're going to be starting off in the Torah from where we left off last week. We're going from Genesis chapter 1, verses 15 through 22. And we'll carry on from there in the Hebrew and in the English. So whenever the brother ready, we'll start off with the Hebrew. We'll switch to the English, and then we'll go over the scriptures. If there's ever any questions, comments, or concerns, you can type it in the chat. If you're joining us on social media.
You said where we at? Genesis.
Genesis chapter 1, starting at 15.
15.
Za. 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 Ha. Ya. Za. Ha. Wa. Taz.
Select it. It's a Y. Start. Hi.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah. We need to get a bigger text.
Yeah. So we can look into doing that.
Za. Ha.
That's a Y.
That's a wow. Wahaya. Wahayawa.
Wahayawa.
Yeah. Well, make sure you sign it out. You got an example right there.
Hello. Wa. Ha. Sha.
It's like, would you be all right reading in English?
Yeah.
I'll take over the Hebrew. That's 12. So.
Yeah, go ahead.
Come. Genesis chapter 1, verse 15. Wahayuwa. Lamawarath. Barquayai. Hashemayam. Lahaya. Al. Harakazah. Wayahaya. Khan. Verse 2. There's like verse 16. I'm not tripping. Wayaisha. Alahayim. Af Shanya. Hamorat. Hagadolium. Af. Hamawar. Hagadol. Hamamashalat. How you want? Wata. Hamawar. Hakusan. Mama Shalat. Halayala. What? Wata. Hakwakabium. Verse 17. Wayathan, a thumb. Alahayim. Barakoyai. Hashemayim. Lahaya. Ah. Haratazah. Verse 18. Walamashov. Bayawan. Wabalayala. Wahalabibio. Walahabibio. Bayan. Oh, damn. That's slick. Very slick. Bayan. Hawa. Wabayan. Hakashak. Wayara. Alahayim. Kaya. Kaya Tawa. Verse 19. Wayahaya Ara. Wayahaya Bakwa. Yawan. Rabiaya. Verse 20. Wamar. Alahayim. Yasharatazar. Hamayam. Sarataza. Napash. Haya. Waiwap. Yawapa. Al. Narataza. Al. Panya. Rakwayai. Hashemai. Verse 21. Wayabara Alahayim. Ah. Kathanyanam. Agadogin. Wata. Kal. Napash. Hachiya. Haramashak. Ashar. Saratazor. Hamayim. Lamyanaham. Wata. Kal. Aiwa. Kana. Lamayana Hawa. Lamayana Hawa. Wayura'a. Alahayim. Kaya. Tawa. It's the first 7 there. 15 to 20.
All right. Go ahead and read in the English. But not at the bottom.
And Genesis chapter 1, verse 15. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven, to give light unto upon the earth. And it was so. 16. And God made 2 great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night.
So, like, if I could, so so these 2 greater lights will be what? Go ahead, reply.
The sun and the moon.
Right. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, He made the lights, made the sun, He made the moon, and the stars, which is why in the daytime you got that big energy ball in the sky that's called the sun. What that sun do? It provides light. It provides energy. You know what I'm saying? It provides heat. You understand? To necessary organisms like plants and animals. You understand? Without that sun in the morning, guess what? Things would die.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Things would die. That's why it's important that the Lord established that's why He said a greater light. This light provides nutrition to everything. This light provides, sight to everything. And also the Lord made the moon. You understand? Why you think it's not pitch black outside? You know what I'm saying? Without that moon, it would be pitch black. I'm pretty sure we all seen that movie called Pitch Black with Vin Diesel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It would be like that. You can't see nothing. But because of the lesser moon, the lesser light, which is called the moon, we're able to see just a little bit at night. You understand? And the stars. The Lord also made the stars. Them stars look beautiful. You go down south,
Right.
you understand the sky is clear. You can see a bunch of stars.
Right.
You understand? But in the big busy cities like Chicago, Milwaukee, you can barely see them because of the pollution. All right, keep going.
He made the stars also. Verse 17.
Go ahead. Yeah, some.
No, it's a lot. I was just gonna comment on that too, like on the reservation up north, because it's not as industrialized like that.
Right.
Beautiful at night.
Ooh,
Beautiful at night. Clear skies. You know the how would I say, the way it's supposed to be. I mean,
yeah.
Without all this light pollution, all this smog up in the atmosphere,
Yeah.
it makes it hard to enjoy what the Lord had provided for us.
Yeah, man, that's heavy. You know what I'm saying? Because see, what you think the tribe of Gad or Reuben was doing? They was sitting here enjoying
Right.
it. They was enjoying
Loving
the stars. You understand? They was sitting under the starlight every night. You know what I'm saying? After a hard day of work, catching food and fishing. You understand? And then it was at night. You know what I'm saying? You know, getting in what they read.
And there wasn't syringes all over around, broken glass bottles all over the place.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That's heavy. Go ahead, keep going.
Verse 17. And God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth.
You see, the sun, you understand, the white, the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Yep.
You understand? He's the devil, because he's saying that the sun and the moon are like million miles away.
Right.
The sun and the moon is not millions of miles away. We just read it right here. The Lord said he put the sun and the moon in the firmament. The firmament is right there, is the ozone layer. You understand? Is the sun and the moon is closer than what you think it is. You know what I'm saying? Like the white man got you thinking that the sun and the moon is, you know what I'm saying, all the way out by Pluto or something. You know what I'm saying? No, the sun and the moon are close. Are close. You understand? So go ahead. Yes, I'm saying.
I was just gonna say, as far as that firmament, I mean, it's not like in our.
Well, no. It's beyond that.
Right.
Yeah. Not close to the earth. We will fry.
Right.
You understand?
Because that's an argument that a lot of flat earthers will try to use, and we don't smoke weed over here. We don't do drugs.
No.
But that's something that a lot of flat earthers will try to use, saying that it's because a lot of them abuse the scriptures and don't know what the hell they're talking about. So they'll read a passage like this and say, "See, it's saying that it's right here, like in our ozone, like under a stratosphere and things like that."
No,
don't make no sense.
Yeah, look, the sun and the moon is further than the ozone.
Right.
You understand? So no, it's not that close. Like I said, if the sun was that close, we will fry. You know how hot the sun is?
Right.
Yeah.
As far as away as it is already, and it's still that hot.
Right. Now keep going.
18. And to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. Verse 19.
Hold on real quick. You know, of course, what we just said before, the sun and the moon is to divide the day from the night, the light from the darkness. All right, keep going.
Verse 19. And the evening and the morning were the fourth day.
Okay, it says it was the fourth day. You understand? Christians would think that, the Lord, you know what I'm saying, Christ, the Lord and Christ and the angels made the earth and whatnot and all of this. When they said the fourth day, they think it's like 4 actual days, 24 hours. We established that a day unto the Lord is 1,000 years.
Right.
You understand? So this is the fourth day. This means it was the 4,000 years. Okay, keep going.
Verse 20. And God said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creatures that have life.
Keep going.
And fowl that may fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven.
All right, you see this? This is let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creatures that have life. What is this talking about? What does that talk about, Rapah? Go ahead.
Birds.
Well, no, not necessarily this one. It says, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creatures that have life.
Sea creatures like alligators and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, just to keep it simple, fish, like fish and, you know what I'm saying, creatures that's in the water. All right, this is what it's talking about. Keep going. And then it says and also it says the fowls that may fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven. We already established there's three different kinds of that. Well, there's three different types of heaven. The heaven that's in the sky, that's inside the firmament. You got the heavens that's outside of the firmament, and then you got heaven, the place where the Lord is at, in the fourth dimension. You see what I'm saying? But this heaven is talking about inside the firmament. See the birds flying in the sky? That's the firmament. That's the sky. That's the heaven it's talking about. Keep going.
Verse 21.
If I could.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
So a lot of people who got arguments about evolution, Darwinism, things like that, they looking for things to scrutinize in the Bible. When the Bible, God isn't as concerned about these issues as mankind is.
Right.
Y'all want to talk about the microorganisms that start in the water? Listen, that's fine. If you want to, you can always come to a scientific breakdown to explain what's happening in the Bible. But while y'all are sitting there worried about paramecium brains and single-celled organisms evolution, I mean, the Lord is describing just that process of life. He's just not going down to them tiniest molecules that got everybody stir crazy about the origins of life. It's not, again, his concerns are not your concerns. Your concerns ain't his. He's not tripping over what y'all are racking your brains over trying to find out, all these tiny little microscopic organisms that live in the water. You can't have life without, the sun. You can't have life without water. That's all well and good.
Right.
The Lord is illustrating his process of creation.
Right.
It doesn't need you ain't got to go into what a water bear is. It's not that deep.
Right. And you can pull the precept. The precept would be, I'm paraphrasing. The scriptures say that your thoughts isn't the Lord's thoughts. You know what I'm saying? The Most High and us, we think on two different levels.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord understands molecules and how to break down fire, and you know what I'm saying, on that on a atom type of level. You know what I'm saying? We can't comprehend that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why the scriptures say that your thoughts is not the Lord's thoughts. All right.
And I mean, science is cool. Looking at stuff under a microscope. Yeah. I mean, it's fascinating stuff.
Yeah.
But a lot of y'all, you're gonna run your life into the ground trying to pick apart what the Lord is creating.
Right.
And it just for nothing, for vanity. Just so you can sleep better at night, knowing how a single cell organism turned into a multi-cell organism.
Right.
It's not that serious, man. Y'all your focus has to be more intent than this.
Right.
It's got to be for better purpose. There's no practicality behind that.
Right.
It's cool to know, it's cool to study and all that, but you got to think. Right now, you also got to remember. You got crackheads out. Crack cocaine is still a real thing.
Right.
Methamphetamines is still a real thing.
Right.
Barbiturates and fentanyl and name it. Newport hundreds is still a real thing.
Right.
Those should be the more pertinent issues that we're sitting and trying to combat. But you got these people that are living on high, living good, they're in their mansions and their laboratories and all that, not worried about Pookie on the corner, not worrying about that sister on the stripper pole.
Right.
They trying to divide, split an atom and nuclear conversions and things like that. It's your attention is split, and you're focusing on the wrong things in life. And this is just giving us a quick outline of how the creation process was, because we're going to get until once they started creating different beasts and men, and it's going to show you that we all got different flesh. Right. So that would tell you that we did not evolve from monkeys.
Right.
They're just kind of give you a sneak preview on what's coming in the scriptures.
That's right.
But Salaki, continue.
21. And God created great whales and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind,
Keep going.
and every winged fowl after his kind.
Yeah. All right. Keep going.
And God saw that it was good.
You understand? It says, and God created great whales and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind. What does that mean? That means, for example, it says the Lord made the great whales. You understand there's different kinds of great whales in the ocean.
Right.
You see, you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It's different types of sharks in the ocean.
Right.
There's different types of fish in the ocean. You got, cod, you got herring, you got perch, you got, you know what I'm saying? You got all types of sorts of different kinds of fish, all different types of sorts of whales, all different types of sorts of animals that lives in the water. After its kind, meaning there's multiple kinds of basically the same creature. You know what I'm saying? Not the same creature, but of the same family.
Right.
Okay, keep going. And then same thing with the birds. Keep going.
Salaki.
Go ahead.
That would be the end of the first 7 then in English.
Okay.
Go back to the Hebrew.
Okay.
All right, so now we're going to go back into the Torah, and we're going to read the next 7 verses from 22 to 28 in the Hebrew, and then we'll translate it back into the English. So Genesis chapter 1, verse 22. Barak, Atham, Alahayim, La'amar, Parwa, Barabah, Barabua, Wamala'ah, Wamala'awa, Ath, Hamayam, Bayamayam, Wahaiwa, Yarab, Baratazah. Verse 23. Wayahaya, Arab, Wayahaya, Bakwal, Yawan, Chamayashia. Verse 24. Wayamar, Alahayim, Tawatazah, Haratazah, Napash, Chayat, Lamayana, Bahma, Waramash. Wachiyathua, Aratazah, Lamayana, Wayahaya Khan. Verse 25. Wayaisha, Alahayim, Chayat, Haratazah. Mayana. Why? Bahama. Mayana. Why? It's like a what the? Call. Ramash. Hadama. Lamayana Hua. Wayara. Alahayim. Kaya. Tawa. Verse 26. Wayamar. Alahayim. Naisha. Adam. Batazal Manawa. Kadamowath Noah. Wayaradwa. Baragat. Hayam. Wabayawap. Hashemayim. Wababa Hama. Wabakor. Haratazah. Wabakor. Haramasha. Haramasha. Ab. Haratazah. Verse 27. Wayabara. Alayim. Ab. Adam. Batazal Mawa. Batazalam. Alayim. Bara. Athwa. Zakar. Unaquaba. Bara. Atham. Verse 28. Waya Barak. Atham. Alahayim. Waya Amar. Laham. Alahayim. Parawa. Warabwa. Wamalawa. Ah. Haratazah. Kabasha. Boradwa. Baragat. Hayam. Wabayawap. Hashemayim. Wabakor. Chaya. Haramasha. Al. Haratazah. And it's like it says, we got 3 more verses left in this chapter. Just to knock them out.
3 more verses.
Come.
Yeah, just might as well. You talking about Hebrew?
Come.
Yeah, just might as well.
Come. Verse 29. Wa'amar, Alayim, Hana, Natathia, Lakam, Ko, Aisha. It's all right. It's all right. Ashar, Al, Panya, Ko, Harataza, Wata, Ko, Haitaza, Ashar, Bawa, Paya, Aitaza. It's all right. It's all right. Lakam, Yahaya, La, verse 30. Walakal, Kaya, Harataza, Walakal, Hawak, Hashemayim, Walakal, Walakala, so like Walakala, Romash, Harataza, Aisha, Ashar, Bawa, Napash, Chaya, Ko, Yarakwa. It's like Yarak, Aisha, La Kala, Wayahaya, Khan, verse 31. Wayara, Alaim, Ko, Ashar, Aisha, Wahana, Tawa, Ma'at, Wayahaya, Arab, Wayahaya, Bakwa, Yawan, Hashashia. That's the end of verse 31. And we can switch back to the English.
All right. Was it Genesis 1 and 21, 22?
Starting at 22. Okay.
Go ahead.
Verse 22. And God blessed them,
It's like
saying,
So like it.
Genesis chapter 1, verse 22. And God blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply and fill the waters in the sea, and let fowls multiply in the earth.
Hold on. You understand that? Shit, I mean, it's self-explanatory. You know, let the fishes in the water and the animals in the water multiply. Let the birds multiply. You know what I'm saying? Why? First of all, you know, not the economy. So the animal kingdom can sustain itself.
Right.
You understand? First of all, you know, further in the chapter, you know what I'm saying, when man is made, you know what I'm saying? So who you think we're gonna be eating some of these animals?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These animals is gonna be plentiful of the earth. So you know what I'm saying? So we ain't gotta, first of all, the earth gonna provide everything that we need. That's how this is the beginnings of it. The Lord is making it so by you know, multiplying the animals, you understand, multiplying the birds. You know what I mean? Come on. I mean, but you know, it stinks to the oppressor. The oppressor, you know what I'm saying, is taking all the resources and then he's charging you for resources. He's charging what I heard. This is what I heard from the bar. The bar said, "Look, the water is supposed to be free,
Right.
free for everybody.
Right.
But guess what? The oppressor is charging you
Right.
for water, something that's supposed to be free, and then they make it illegal to collect rainwater.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Why? Because it's going to. Because why? Because you're not going to be paying enough for the water.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you see. I mean, it's you know, the oppressor is the devil.
That's
the Bible
right.
Speaks of.
That's right.
Go ahead. If you want to add anything.
And you know, people often ask, well, you know, does the Bible talk about dinosaurs? You're reading about that kind of stuff here. It's just not going into, well, this was a brontosaurus, this was a triceratops, this was a velociraptor, this was the paleoscopic era. I don't even know if that's a word, but we're just going to use it.
Right.
If this was the Jurassic era or not. Again, the Bible is not concerned with all that. That's mankind trying to satisfy that lust for wonder.
Right.
And again, it's cool things to study, you know, digging up fossils and looking at bones and going to the museums and seeing the remnants of ancient beasts. That's some cool stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right.
Showing an interest in it.
Right.
But don't sit there and let that dictate your life. The Bible, it's going over the creation story for the earth, for the universe, for the sun, the moon, the stars, for the beasts on earth, the plant life. I mean, start off with the plant life first. So people want to talk about how, you know, funguses and mushrooms and moss and things like that were like some of the oldest organisms. Fine. If it dates back 20 trillion billion gazillion years, okay.
Right.
Like that's not that serious. Plants were created, bet. Water was put on the earth, separated between the land and the sea, okay. Animals started coming from the water and birds in the sky and things. Fine. It's that simple. It's that just black and white, very linear. The Bible is not concerned with those matters, but it's letting you know that the Most High was the creator behind all of this. It wasn't Darwinism. It wasn't evolution.
Right.
If there is anything, you know, any form of adaptation that has spurred, you know, different growth cycles and things like that, fine, cool. If you got a scientific explanation to explain all that, go for it. But you're not going to trump God. You're not going to trump God's words. Right. This is how He set life in motion. That's all it needs to be. It ain't got to be something crazy outside of that. If there were dinosaurs, there were dinosaurs. We got records of them. Okay, let that go, and move on with the rest of your day, man. We got more important things to deal with than trying to find out how old the bones are, and trying to use all these scientific data methods to come up with these timelines. That again, what's that going to do for you? That's not going to get a brother off dope. That's not going to get a sister off them streets. That's not going to stop sex trafficking and pedophiles from committing those crimes.
Right.
That's not going to get our brothers unjustly incarcerated out of prison.
Right.
Knowing all that, it's some cool things to study and ponder. Okay, I just let it be that though, and let's focus on the more pertinent matters that are in the Bible. And we're going to get to all this stuff in a minute. That's why this creation story really isn't that long. Y'all want it to be volumes and volumes and volumes about how nuclear fusion happened in the sun to make it, you know, exist and do what it does, and gray matter between us and the moon, and gravity and orbit cycles. Like y'all are tripping over trivial things. It's some cool stuff, but that's not gonna redeem our people. We got real life matters that we got to handle here. So that's why stories like this, as awesome as it is, it's just a short chapter. It's not to be. This should not be running and governing your life. The law, statutes, and commandments, that's what you should build upon.
Right.
And you know, look back into the history books. I mean, it's cool. Just, you know, be more sensible about it.
Right.
So like,
keep going.
Verse 23. Mm-hmm. And the evening and the morning was the fifth day.
This is the 5,000 year mark. You know.
Verse 24. And God said, let the earth bring forth the living creatures upon,
Yeah.
after his kind, and cattle and creeping things and beasts of the earth after his kind. And it was so.
Right. That's self-explanatory. Like here, it says cattle. You know what cattle is, right? Cows. You know what else? What else? Is
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
So there was this ancient, or I don't want to say ancient necessarily, but this old beast that supposedly had died off. I think that it's starting to come back in Orok. It was like a bull, like on like steroid bull juice or something like that. Like it was a big ass animal, big boys.
All right. So we got cattle. It says what else? It says creepy things. What does it talk about when it says creepy things?
Oh, your bugs, your insects.
Yeah, bugs, insects, all of that, and also it says beasts of the earth. These are just animals. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, animals you can find in the forest, on the fields. Right. All right, keep going.
Amphibians, like amphibians.
Yeah.
Your frogs, salamanders.
Yep.
It's and again, when it's saying after its kind, again they got family groups. They did not evolve from, you're not going to get a camel from a snail.
Right.
It's like don't work that way.
Right.
They came in after their kind, so that's how they were created.
Yep. Keep going.
Verse 24. And God said, 25. And God made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And God saw that it was good. Verse 26. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness.
What is that talking about? It says, and God said, let us make man in our image and our likeness. What is it talking about? Go ahead, Rupa.
After our likeness, meaning emotions.
No, not emotions. Go ahead, try again.
After our likeness, meaning ears, hearing.
No, it's not what it's talking about. You take a shot at it,
Okay. So the things that set us apart from animals, from beasts, we was created. So now, if you go into the Hebrew, when it says Elohim, you go into that definition of it. It's going to tell you that it's a plurality. It's a plural word. So talking about gods, the angels, judges, rulers, depending on the context, depends on how you're going to apply that word. So we're made in their image after their likeness. So again, the things that separate us from animals: the ability to receive instruction, to carry out orders, to animals can communicate with each other. Absolutely, they got their own kind of language system, and however they would I don't want to give, for lack of a better term, talk to each other.
Right.
We have ours.
Right.
And we were set in the with the abilities to how would I say, to receive instruction, carry out orders, to I don't want to use too I'm trying to be too wordy.
Yeah, let's put it in simpler form. It's exactly what you said. What's the difference? What makes us different from the animals? Animals, you know what I'm saying, they work based off instinct.
Right.
You understand? What do we work back off? The knowledge. You understand? We work off knowledge. We work off, you know what I'm saying, logic, the ability to think, the ability to access situations, our mind. You understand? That's the difference between the beasts. Because if we didn't have that, guess what we'd be doing? We'd be doing everything animals is doing. You know what I'm saying? We'd be sniffing up the female's butt, you know what I'm saying, to see if she's ready to mate or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, you know, that's the difference. That's what makes us better than animals.
Right.
And you want to read it in the next one. Keep going.
And if I could too,
go ahead.
And that's damn, we just had it. Another point that we can use to establish again how we did not evolve from monkeys, apes, and things like that, because we were made in the image after the creation and the likeness of these angels, of these powers, right?
Right.
So like you had, I remember Brother Reggie was on Across the Line one day. They brought him in to interview him about some subjects, and he had said how we had evolved from the great apes.
Right.
And he said like different humanoid species, the ones that were originally like our parents, more or less, had intercourse with Neanderthals.
Right.
First off, nasty. If they were great apes, like what's I ain't trying to put this on no brother, but just imagine a grown man
right
being sexually attracted to a great ape female.
Good night.
Like there ain't no logical connection there anyway.
Good night.
And then and then he said how the Neanderthal man had tried to procreate with the female human.
Right.
I mean, listen, if your sister's attracted to that, I don't know what to tell you. I don't, shame on her parents. But again, to show the difference on how people try to use science and all these texts and records to try to illustrate how mankind came about, when it's very simple. So like that's all I wanted to say about that.
Keep going.
After our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the fowl of the air and over the cattle and over every and over every and over all that earth, over all the earth, over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps upon the earth.
Right. So, so this is the difference. It says, and let them have dominion over all the fish, the cattle, the fowls, the creepy things, because of the knowledge and the ability that we're able to have. It separates us from all these other animals. We don't live off instincts,
right.
And because of this knowledge and the things that we possess, our mind. You understand? We be able to have power over everything else on the earth. Keep going.
Verse 27. And so God created man in his own image. With in the image of God created he them.
Right.
Male and female created he them.
Right. Self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying? When man and female was made, it was made all at the same time.
Right.
The Christians like to tell you that Adam and Eve was the first man and first woman. You understand? I mean, no, that's not the case. A lot of people was made at one point at one time. Okay. Keep going. What we at? Stop at 28?
We're gonna go straight through to 31.
Okay, keep going. Go ahead.
28. And God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it.
And what?
Subdue it.
Oh, you hear that? The Lord said, "Be fruitful and multiply." You understand? In this society now, they think having 4 kids is a lot.
Right.
You understand? Oh, I only want to have 2 kids. You know. Now the Lord said, "Be fruitful and multiply." You can have as many children as you want. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's wrong with society. The society don't want to see strong families, especially amongst Blacks and Hispanics and Natives. You understand? The white, because they want us to remain underpopulated. You understand? Imagine everything that's killing us right now. We got abortions. We got cops killing us. Got drugs. You got what else? You know.
I mean, pornography. I mean, look at the music and the movies, all those influences.
I mean, yeah, all of that is killing us right now. You know what I'm saying? We need every man, and every man should be having about 10, 20 kids, man, to help replenish our nation. Okay, but yeah, it says to be fruitful and to multiply. You know what I'm saying? To replenish the earth. You see, and to subdue it. Okay, meaning to conquer this earth, man.
Right.
Keep going, conquer the animals, conquer this land. Man, I bet it was a fun times back in those days, wasn't it?
I'd have had a blast.
You see, man, keep going, keep going,
and real quick, and again, another thing that sets us apart from beasts and how we can't have evolved from it is, again, we had the ability, the skill set to subdue the earth, to take dominion over the earth. Crocodiles ain't gonna take dominion over the earth.
Right.
And do not talk to me about no reptilian people out there, man.
Right.
It don't work that way. We can domesticate animals. We can farm animals. You know, and even with agriculture and plants and things like that too. But you know, we can lead them. We can guide them. You can train them. You can train a monkey to do something. You can train parrots to do some things.
Right.
Dolphins, no sweat. You can teach them how to do things. They're not going to take dominion over the earth, though.
Right.
It's not going to be a takeover of chickens because you taught one how to cluck in Spanish.
Right.
It's you know what I'm saying. It's stupid.
Right.
It's a stupid thought process.
Right. Right.
It's a lot. You good?
And have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowls of the air, and over everything that creepeth upon the earth.
Right. Keep going.
29. And God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, over every and every tree, which is
in the which,
in the which is the fruit of the tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat.
All right, so look, this is funny. This is what drug addicts say about, you know what I'm saying, you can smoke weed. Addicts always finding a way to bypass the laws of God, to make it benefit for themselves.
Right.
You understand? But we're gonna break this down. It says, and God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed. What is that talking about? Every herb bearing seed. You know what I'm saying? Plants that come out the ground, they have seeds. You understand? Like plants that you pick, like for example, grapes. You know what I'm saying? Bananas. If you understand, bananas have seeds.
Right.
Grapes have seeds. Apples have seeds. These are herbs. Period. Herbs that help you. You know what I'm saying? These herbs have seeds. And I'm not talking about weed. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Look, they ready. Even weed
Right.
has seeds.
Right.
You understand? All these plants have seeds. Why? Because they reproduce themselves. You understand? These seeds, you know, get planted in the ground, and guess what? Another one of its kind will come forth out of the ground. All right, let me keep going. It says, which is upon the face of the earth, and every tree in which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for me. Everything on this earth, plants and herbs and fruits, and vegetables, they have seeds. You understand why? Because it says it shall be for me. It don't mean that you're supposed to smoke it. Look, they hear that part right there. It's for meat. That means you can smoke it. No.
Right.
It means that, you know what I'm saying, these fruits, you eat it. You know what I'm saying? Herbs, you make medicine from it. You know what I'm saying? Plant, you know, you weren't supposed, the Lord didn't make humans to smoke anything.
Right.
Why do you think when you smoke, you cough? When you cough, that means your body is rejecting, it's trying to get something, expel something out of your body. That's what it means when you cough. People think you cough when you smoking, you cough, that gets you higher. Yeah, it gets you higher, close to death.
Right.
Stupid.
Right.
We dealing with all these nuts out here, man. Come on.
Real.
Go ahead. You have something to say?
Nah.
All right, keep going.
30. And to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life.
Right.
I have given you.
I have given every.
I have given every herb, green herb for meat, and it was so.
Oh, the addicts is jumping right on the live right now. You see, it says every green herb.
Yep.
Ain't we green?
Yep.
You're a nut. That's what you is, man. You are a nut. I'm online battling. You know, this one cat says God smokes.
Right.
I'm over here battling nuts, man. It doesn't profit to battle nuts.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna be going and going and going and going and going. It'll never end. You know what I'm saying? Then guess what? Smoke. If you believe God smoke, then I guess you know your God smoke. But the God of the Bible don't smoke.
Right.
Keep going.
And if I may, and these are also two verses that a lot of people use for vegan. That we were never meant to eat meat. Animals never ate meat originally, and then something happened, and then now all of a sudden everything's carnivores or omnivores and things like that. Never in the Bible does it say that we are not allowed to eat meat. That's why we got clean and unclean animals.
Right.
There's reasons for that. And just because we were given, I mean, he's just telling you, like, listen, you can eat these plants. I don't see none of y'all fixing up poison ivy salad.
Right.
Not one of you.
Right.
Ain't none of you smoking wormwood.
Right.
I mean, it's you're not rolling broccoli into a blunt.
Right.
Or some green beans. And if your choice is to be a vegan, fine. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you can't take it upon yourself to sit there and try to judge people who eat meat just because you think that you know what the Bible is talking about. This is not regulating our diet to only plants, or for animals to regulate their diet to only plants. Otherwise, we would not have canine teeth. Lions did not sprout canine teeth out of the blue. That's how they were born. That's how they were created and made. So you can't just because you want to save all the rabbits and all the squirrels and all the the whatever like that. I know they're cute and fuzzy, and if life is valuable, well then you shouldn't be killing plants too. They're alive. Right. I mean, it just kind of don't make no sense to make that your argument to say that we were never allowed to, never meant to eat meat. It's perfectly lawful. Our digestive system can contain it. Our teeth are manufactured to tear flesh. It's again, it's not that big a deal. It's just outlined in the Bible. You can eat plants. That's it.
Right. Right.
And again, it's like, and again, it said all plants. You know, that you're gonna give these. I'm gonna give this to you as meat. You're not eating poisonous plants. You're not chopping up a Venus flytrap. That's a plant. You're not. You know. Be practical about it. So like, you get
31. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning was the sixth day.
Keep going. Oh, that's it.
Yep.
That was a 6,000 year. All right. All right. What is
And that's I mean, we can
go to prayer.
Yeah. So that's going to be the end of today's Sabbath service. Come tune in with us next weekend. We'll be reading over at least the next 7 and then breaking it down in the Hebrew and in the English. Again, if you ever got any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out to us. Tune in on Fridays too for the last one for Dodge classes, so you can follow us in Hebrew also and get more acclimated to our native tongue. You know, we got Monday classes. We got Monday history class, Tuesday brotherhood, Wednesday law, Thursday with General Muhammad scripture breakdown, Friday last one with Dash. Also Thursday we got Monday you got America on Fire with Commanding General Yahanna. You can start your morning off with Let a Hebrew Speak with General Yahanna, Captain Akkad. What else we got? I mean, there's a handful of podcasts out there. Sundays you got Let It Be Known in the headquarters with who is it? The officers Ashar, Shadi Allah. You got Boot Up or Shut Up. You got Cross the Line Radio on Thursdays. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot going down. So stay tuned in and stay updated. Again, any questions, comments, or concerns, ISUPK.com. Get in contact with the school near you. Let's get this. Let's put this work in, man. Let's put your brick in. And with that, we're gonna get into these prayers. Imagine you stand. Upon Yakutam, turn to face the east. So 1 second to pull these up. Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Again, you can find it in Matthew chapter 6, verses 8 through 13. Abanawu. Shema Shemayim. It's like Shema Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shamka. Yahweh. Malakwaka. Taba'ah. Ratazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'ratazak. Kuwa. Hayah. Bashemayim. Nathanaw. The call. Yawam. Wasalak now. Kabawath now. Kasalak now. Kabawat now. Wala. Tabiya now. Banasar one. Abal. Awashah now. Mayan. Right. Kaya. Laka. Amalakwa. Wa'ala. Wa'ata Para. Lawalam. Aman.
All right, this is the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not. Into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
The Kak, the power in Hebrew. Yahweh Shem Yahushai,
Yahanna Shem Yahushua,
Baba Kushai,
Baba Shah,
the Thunder Now,
the Thunder Now,
Paka,
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 Lara Pa'a,
Lara Ba'a,
Call Makala,
Call Makula,
Wakal Madawa,
Wakal Madawa,
Paka,
Paka,
Latahar,
Latahar,
Hamatazarayim,
Hamatazarayim,
Paka,
Paka,
Lahakuyum,
Lahakuyam,
Amathium,
Amathia,
Paka,
Paka,
Al-Rakwa,
Al-Kawa,
Hatamalu,
Atama'ala,
Lagarsham,
Lagar Shah,
Bashim Yahushai,
Shem Yahushua.
Tuadama,
This is the power in English. Yahweh.
Yahweh,
In the name of Yahushua.
in the name of Yahushai,
Please give us the power.
please give us the power,
The power to heal.
the power to heal
All manner of sickness.
all manner of sickness
And all manner of disease.
and all manner of disease,
The power to cleanse the lepers.
the power to cleanse the lepers,
The power to raise the dead.
the power to raise the dead,
The power against unclean spirits.
the power against unclean spirits,
To cast them out.
to cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushai,
Thank you, so be it.
thank you, so be it. Pray to bless Israel and the evil. Yahweh Shem Yahushai,
Yahanna Shem Yahushua,
Barak Lanawu,
Barak Lanaw,
Wayashal,
Wayasha'al,
Wabaya,
Wayabiyah,
Sapari,
Sapari,
Bashim Yahushai,
Shem Yahushua,
Tuadama,
the Lord Almighty. This is bless Israel in English. Yahweh.
Yahweh,
In the name of
in the
Yahushua.
name of Yahushai,
Bless us.
bless us
And Israel.
and Israel
And the school.
and the school.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushai,
Thank you, so be it.
thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha,
Asha'al,
Ayanya,
Ayaya,
Al-Haharium,
Al-Hahari,
Mayan,
Ma'ya,
Yaba'a,
Yaba'a,
Azari,
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 Ma'an,
Ma'an,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Shemayim,
Shamayam,
Waratazah,
Ra'arataza,
Al-Yatham,
Ayathan,
Lamawat,
Lamawat,
Regalka,
Regalka,
Al-Yanawam,
Al-Yanawam,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Hana,
Hana,
La'a,
La'a,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yayashan,
Yayashar,
Shawamar,
Shabamar,
Yashal,
Yasha'al,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazalka,
Tazalka,
Al-Yad,
Al-Yad,
Yamyanka,
Yamyaka,
Yawamam,
Yamamam,
Ashamash,
Ashamash,
La'a,
La'a,
Yakaka,
Yakaka,
Waira,
Wayara,
Balayala,
Balayala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Yashamar,
Makarai,
Bakal Ra,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Athnapashka,
Afsabashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Tazaathka,
Taza'afka,
Wabawaka,
Wabawa'afka,
Maita,
Maita,
Wai,
Wai,
Awalam.
Awallah. This is Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord,
My help cometh from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth
From this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al-Dam Yalaka,
Adam Yalaka,
Al-Takharash,
Al-Takarash,
Wal-Tashqua,
Wal-Tashqua,
Al, Yahanna,
Yahanna,
Awabika,
Awabika,
Yahama Yawan,
Yahanna Yawan,
Ra'ash,
Yarash,
Al-Amaka,
Al-Amaka,
Yarayamu,
Yarayamu,
Sawada,
Sawada,
Wayata Yatazwa,
Wayatha Yawaitazawa,
Al-Tazapawanyika,
Altazapawanyika,
Amarwa,
Amaru,
Lakawa,
Lakawa,
Wanakashidam,
Wanakakida,
Magawya,
Magoya,
Wala'a Yazakar,
Wala'a Yazaka,
Shamya Sha'al,
Sham Yasha'al,
Awada,
Awada,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawatazwa,
Nawaitazawa,
Laba,
Laba,
Yakhadwa,
Yakadwa,
Ayaka,
Al-Yaka,
Barya,
Barya,
Yakarathwa,
Yakarathwa,
Ahalia,
Ahali,
Adawam,
Adawam,
Waya Shemai Alayam,
Waya Shemai Alayam,
Mawa'aba,
Mawa'aba,
Wahagarian,
Wahagari,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Wa'amawan,
Wa'amawan,
Wa'amala,
Wa'amala,
Palashah,
Palashah,
Amishabia,
Amishaibi,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gamashawar,
Gamashawar,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Amam,
Imam,
Haywa,
Hayawa,
Zarwai,
Zarwa,
Labanya Lawa,
Rabanya Lawa,
Salah,
Salah,
Aisha Laham,
Aisha Laham,
Kamadi,
Kamali,
Kasiya Sara'a,
Kasiya Sarah,
Kayabian,
Kayabi,
Banakal,
Banakal,
Kuyashwan,
Kuyashwan,
Nashamaru,
Nashamaru,
Bayandaru,
Bayan Dahar,
Haywa,
Hayawa,
Daman,
Dama,
Ladam,
La Dama,
Shatamu,
Shayathamu,
Nadiya Mawu,
Nadaya Muwa,
Kairab,
Kairaj,
Wakazaba,
Wakazab,
Wakazabak,
Wakazaba,
Wakatazal Manai,
Wakazabana,
Kalna Sekamu,
Kana Siakamu,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amaru,
Amar,
Nayrusha,
Naya Rasha,
Lanawa,
Lanawa,
Nawa,
Nawa,
Alahayim,
Alahaya,
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 Shatamu,
Shayathamu,
Kagogula,
Kagogala,
Kukwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanya Rauka,
Lapanya Rabaka,
Kaash,
Kaash,
Tabira Yaira,
Tabari Yahaya,
Wakalahaba,
Wakalaha,
Talahat,
Talaha,
Haryam,
Hariyam,
Kantharadabma,
Kansaradam,
Basaruka,
Basaruka,
Wabasa Wapathka,
Wabasa Wapathka,
Tablaham,
Tabalaham,
Mala'a,
Malaha,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Kualawan,
Kualawan,
Wayabakwashwa,
Bakwash,
Shamka,
Shabka,
Yahawah,
Yahweh,
Yabashwa,
Yabash,
Wayabahawa.
Wayabahal.
I feel like I missed something.
That was you good.
Adi Ai,
Adi,
Wayakapawa,
Waya Kaparu,
Wayabadwa,
Waya Abaru,
Wayadaiwa,
Waya Dahaya,
Kayata,
Waya Atha,
Shamka,
Shabka,
Yahawah,
Yahweh,
Labarka,
Barak,
Aliwan,
Ayawan,
Al, Ka,
Ka,
Araktaza.
This is Psalm 33 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be thy still,
And be not still,
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
For lo,
thy enemies make a tumult,
thy enemies make a tumult,
and they that hate thee
and they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy people,
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come, let us cut them off
let us cut them off
from being a nation,
from being a nation.
that the name of Yashar'Allah
That the name of Yashar'Allah
may be no more remembered.
may be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacles of Edom
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab,
and
the Hagarenes,
the Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asher also was joined with them.
Asher is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them
Do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kison,
at the brook of Kison,
which perished at Endor.
would perish at Endor.
They become as dung for the earth.
They become as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a red,
Make the nobles like Oreb
and like Zaed.
and like Zeb.
Yeah,
Yea,
all their princes as Zabak,
all the princes as Sabbath
and as Zamun,
and as Moon,
who said,
who said,
Let us take to ourselves
let us take to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
O my power,
O my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as a stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth a wood,
as the fire burneth the wood,
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
So persecute them with thy tempest,
and make them afraid with thy storm.
and make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name,
that they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh,
Let them be confounded,
let them be confounded,
and troubled forever.
in trouble forever.
Yeah,
Yea,
let them be put to shame,
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high
over all the earth.
of all the earth. Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and earth,
and all things living.
and all things living.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
in the name of Yahweh,
listen to us now,
listen to us now,
right now.
right now.
Send evils and curses,
Send evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction,
and punishment and destruction,
and death
and death
to the heathen
to the heathen
that speak against
that
us,
speak against us.
as our prophets,
Thy
the
prophets,
teachers,
the teachers,
the princes,
the princes,
the priests,
the priests,
the Israelite brothers,
the Israelite brothers,
and the school.
and the school.
Send evils and curses,
Send evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction,
and punishment and destruction,
and death
and death
to the heathen
to the east,
and shake loose
and shake loose
the pockets of the rich of Israel
the pockets of the rich of Israel
that refuse to give to the school,
that refuse to give to the school,
force their riches
force their riches
to enter into thy sanctuary,
to enter into thy sanctuary,
send evils and curses,
send evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction,
and punishment and destruction,
and death
and death
to the Edomites
to the Edomites,
and the nations,
and the nations,
and they drug
and
dealers,
their drug
the
dealers,
court system,
the court system,
the prison system,
the prison system,
Planned Parenthood,
Planned Parenthood,
all the governments of our enemies,
all the governments of our enemies,
Amalek synagogues and armies,
Amalek synagogues and armies,
Roman Catholic Church,
Roman Catholic Church,
the Pope,
the Pope,
Islam,
Islam,
Christianity,
Christianity,
Egyptology,
Egyptology,
militia,
militia,
Ku Klux Klan,
Ku Klux Klan,
Aryan Nation,
Aryan Nation,
skinheads,
skinheads,
Posse Comitazi,
Posse Comitazi,
the gay movement,
the gay
the
movement,
lesbian movement,
the lesbian movement,
spies,
spies,
workers of witchcraft,
workers of witchcraft,
NASA space program,
NASA space program,
Army,
Army,
Navy,
Navy,
Air Force,
Air Force,
Marines,
Marines,
Wall Street,
Wall Street,
open up the internet
open up the internet,
and the airwaves,
and the airways,
cable access channels,
cable access
the
channels,
radio channels,
the radio channels,
convict the spirit
convict the spirit
of any of thy people
of any of thy people
that seek to stop
that
us
seek to stop us,
and bring swift death
and bring swift death
to all the heathens
to all the heathen
that stand in the way
to stand in the way,
or try to stop us
or try to stop us
from broadcasting your words
from broadcasting your word
throughout the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
Let
That's
loose
like
all-
let loose all the terrorists.
Let loose all the terrorists,
Cause them to go to and fro
cause them to go to and fro
through the earth and destroy.
through the earth and destroy,
Cause the terrorists to come against America
cause the terrorists to come against America
and destroy them in their stronghold.
and destroy them in their stronghold.
Let America shake at the hands of the terrorists.
Let America shake at the hands of the terrorists.
Let Yahushua,
Let Yahanna,
Michael and Gabriel
Michael and Gabriel
come down with the flying saucers,
come down with the flying saucers
kill all the heathens
and kill all the heathen
that come up against us
that come up against us
as we speak thy word.
as we speak thy word.
Cause it to be known by all
Cause it to be known by all
that it is the angels that have done it.
that is the angels who have done it.
Cause it to be spread through the media
Cause it to be spread through the media
throughout the whole world.
throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake it that coming.
Cause it to shake at that coming.
In the name of Yahushua,
In the name of Yahushua.
thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
So out to the front. That concludes Sabbath service. Shalom, Israel.